Hello, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here, Midwest Market Management. It is Thursday, July 2nd. We're rolling into 4th of July weekend here. And, I just can't sum this up any other way than ideal. We had a little bit of a heat threat moving in, but the weather maps now are showing the heat dissipating into a non-threatening posture. There's plenty of moisture across most of the country. The Dakotas are limping along still. From the producers I talked to up there, things are in pretty good shape for the most part. Again, it's a big area, but overall, they've been limping along. Moisture moving back into that region here over the weekend, and in the in the future, we're looking at, you'll see in the weather maps here that they're going to be receiving some rain as well. So overall, just things are looking really good. We'll hop into the maps here and take a look at what we've got. Here's our 1 to 4 day temperature outlook. As you can see, things are starting to cool off. We've been in a pretty hot spell here, but most of the country backing off. Central Texas still in the upper 90s. Other than that, Kansas, Nebraska, average temps in the upper 80s to low 90s. Very, very normal for this time of year. So I'm not seeing any major areas of heat stress here in the 1 to 4 day. The 6 to 10 day temperature, really not a lot different. We are looking more in the upper 80s. Kansas getting into the mid 90s here. But overall, maybe a touch warmer than you'd like to see. Certainly, a little uncomfortable for humans, but as far as the corn growing, as I always say, if 85 is ideal, 88, 93, 95 is not hot, particularly when it's well watered. Speaking of well watered, here's our last 12 days of precipitation. Nebraska, Kansas, receiving significant rainfall. The Dakotas faring quite well here as well, particularly the southeast region of South Dakota and northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. All were areas that were, maybe lacking a little bit, but seem to be well watered in the last 12 days. Moving forward, we're going to start to dry out in the west. So we'll keep an eye on that, but the eastern belt still remaining pretty well watered. 6 to 10 day, still dry here. So we are getting into a prolonged period of dryness. And these 95-degree temperatures by this point in time, you're probably going to start to see some crops rolling and looking to shelter themselves. But ultimately, I believe, at least at this point in time, that there's enough moisture out there to keep moving them through. So when we come back in here next Monday, we'll be trading Sunday night. I think that the weather forecast for Sunday night, if we see any heat move back into the forecast or any prolonged dryness in this region here, we might catch a little bit of support here in the market. But the eastern belt, a lot of real estate here, still doing very well. And when you put it all together, there's something in there for everybody. Now, we are moving into a time of year where the crop is going to be using a significant amount of moisture. So we're going to want to see these maps materialize and want to keep this heat in the upper 80s to low 90s. For the time being, I think that we're pretty well set to nearly ideal here, and I don't see any major threats. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, Clint McLaughlin, Midwest Market Management. Have a good day.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is or is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.